guys, my name is Vinny. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a computer programmer, I'm a graphic designer, and as well an entrepreneur, and as well I sing. You can see my guitar right here. Alright, so let's go straight to the point. Welcome to my channel once again, and this channel is going to be an awesome channel for you. Why? You're going to learn a lot of stuff as per tech and as per design, graphic designs. I give graphic design tips, coding tips, and as well the business aspect of coding and a lot of stuff. So it's going to be, if you are a beginner, if you are an intermediate or an advanced programmer, and my Agba in the house, I don't care, but you're going to learn a lot of stuff from here. Alright, straight to the point. So when should you become a computer programmer? I'm going to start with my story. How did I become a computer programmer? Firstly, that should be 3 years ago when I started. My bunkmate was, I was in school, my bunkmate was a CSE student, and I'm an agricultural student, agricultural science student rather. I started, and I just had interest because I see him code, write some codes, I think in Java at that particular time, and my friend and I, okay, let's go into this coding thing. I know we were actually treated with the building project perspective of it, and we got some materials from him, and we started learning C++. Then we got a PDF, the documentation that we started reading, and I think in 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, I guess, we dropped it, right? Because we could not continue with C++, and C++ is a programming language as well. You can use C++ to build games and other stuff. So we dropped it. I don't even know the reason why, but I think C++ is not, maybe for me, it's not what we're supposed to learn as a beginner then, and later on, I just, okay, I dropped this and I said I wanted to learn. I said I wanted to learn and I dropped it. Why? Okay, maybe I should start with something simpler a little bit. So I decided to go into web development, and somehow decided to go into web development, and immediately I took action. Okay, first thing, take action. Okay, take action. Put that into your heart. Take action. So I took action, then I went on YouTube and started searching. Then I found HTML, CSS, stuff, and then immediately, I think the second day, I started writing code. That was when I wrote my first serious code with HTML, CSS, and I started. So then I was able to create a landing page by just copying, watching, and watching what the video is doing, and writing the same code on VS Code then, and I was able to create a landing page. Then immediately I showed a friend of mine in the hostel. That guy is an engineering student. Manny is awesome, very awesome guy. So he's into computer programming. He loves it so much. I was like, okay, Manny, what am I going to do? Come on, see this. He said, do you want to go into this? I said, yes. Then Manny gave me resources. I'm telling you, I'm grateful for that resources till date. Now, if you understand, if you are trying to learn something, firstly, if you're trying to learn something, maybe it doesn't have to be computer programming, it doesn't have to be coding. Maybe you want to learn anything, graphic designs, a lot of stuff. You don't have to keep quiet about learning. I'm telling you, not to keep quiet, because people, especially to people in your niche, you can get resources that you eternally be grateful for. So you don't have to stop. You don't maybe keep quiet or feel shy or feel stupid because you're learning something. Everybody learns, see? And if you can't be stupid while learning, then you can be a professional. I'm telling you, because every one of us looks stupid when we're learning something new. When we're learning bicycle, if you're learning to ride bicycle, for an example, I learned to ride bicycle, and I remember I fell into the ditch several times, and got wounded. It's a serious story. It's a story for another day, actually. So if you're not ready to be a fool at learning, you cannot be wise at when you already know what you're doing. Okay, so I started learning then, and then I would run into a lot of errors. I remember I could not even create simple file. I'm telling you, simple file with VS Code, and my CSS would not run because I was running from the wrong directory then, and it was really, 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 really fun, and as well hard for me at that particular time. I even thought, okay, is this really for me? Can I really do this at all? And but I just had to keep at it then, and the journey was awesome. I was able to, write program, code, learn HTML, CSS, learn JavaScript. I learned Bootstrap, and I met another guy then that was giving me the vibe. That was surround yourself with people in your niche. Okay, so I started programming then. Until then, I still do. So the question again is, when should you learn to program? When? should you become a programmer? When to become a programmer? I heard a saying that said when is the best time to plant a tree? Okay, when is the best time to plant a tree? Somebody said 20 years ago. A tree that is very big. Somebody said 20 years ago. And the second best time is now. So now, like really, really now. Now, at the minute, at this moment. So you don't have to procrastinate anymore. The best time to learn computer programming is now. Maybe you're 30, you're 50 years, and you still wish to learn computer programming. I'm telling you, you can still make a career out of it. Okay. So I was on YouTube and I was checking a guy that within 3 months, then landed a job at Google. That's awesome. I don't know how I did that. So you don't have to make excuses for yourself. I'm telling you, the best time to start is now. Okay, don't say because I'm not in the computer science department in the secondary school, maybe you're in the university rather, maybe you studied economics, you studied physical health education, you studied Yoruba, you studied Igbo, you studied linguistics, anything. But programming or coding is a skill. Okay, yeah, you being a computer science student is an advantage for you. You can learn some other stuff. Don't worry, I'll give you tips later on to learning. And as also, you don't have to give yourself excuses. You just have to start. Okay, start right now. Start now at the minute. So start coding. Get the right stuff you need. And don't procrastinate anymore. And don't say because you are not in the computer science or this, you just have to start it. Okay, start it anyways. 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 Don't say okay. And would you say because I'm not a woman and I don't go to the kitchen, I will not eat? Really? You wouldn't eat? Okay, so you just have to cook. All right, even if your food is bad, you just have to eat it like that because you are not skilled at it doesn't mean you won't eat. Okay, you just have to start. You don't have to procrastinate anymore. So I said I got the resources and I started coding. And if you need resources, just go online. You don't need. Okay, don't say I don't have money to get courses. Start with YouTube. All right, start with YouTube. Start with YouTube. Start with YouTube. There are a lot of resources online that you can learn with. Start with YouTube. Start browsing. It depends on the niche you want to be. Maybe you want to be a front-end web developer, a back-end web developer. You want to be a mobile app developer. You want to be a game developer. You want to be a data analyst. You want to be a software engineer. Just start. Go on YouTube. Do your research. I'm telling you, do your research. So you don't have to be stuck and say, hey, start making excuses for it. Don't be good at making excuses, okay? The best time to start computer programming is now because there's a future rather, in computer programming, okay? So you just have to start right now, all right? Okay, another excuse. I'm not good at mathematics. Okay, I'm not good at maths, okay? But it's not all computer, it's not all programming language or all niche that needs mathematics. Okay, if you are into, your excuse can be allowed when you are into machine learning. Okay, machine learning, you will need mathematics. AI, you will need mathematics. You need a stronger background. In fact, when they want to employ you, they will ask you, your mathematics background needs to be there. But when we're talking about web development, application development, you don't need mathematics. You don't need basic addition and subtraction stuff to start programming. Okay, so you don't have to stretch yourself and say because I don't know mathematics. No, you have to start. So if it is your desire to start now. Start at the moment. Okay, it's going to be an awesome journey. I'm telling you, you're going to hit the rock bottom. You're going to feel like, is this really for me? Yes, it is for you. All right. So a lot of stuff like that. Remember, I said I could not even create simple file in VS Code. Then I was running my code from different directory. A lot of stuff, everything wouldn't just run. So, but now it's simple thing I can just open. I can open VS Code right now, and I've created my folder, and I've created my files, and I'm starting. I start coding. Okay, so if it is something you really want to do, start now. There is no best time, and there will never be the best time. Okay, I'm waiting till I've grown beards like me. I don't have one. I don't care. I'm waiting till I have beard before I start computer programming. Baba, just start something. All right. So I believe you've been inspired with my video. Okay. So I would like you to subscribe to my channel, click on the like button, and give your comment in the comment section below. Subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that when I drop another video, you can see my video. Alright, I would like to see you next on my next video. It's an awesome to be here once again. My still remember day here, and I believe you are inspired. Let's get inspired more. Thank you so much.